Okay, hi everybody, morning. Welcome to your family yoga session with myself, Kelly, and MoreYoga. I hope everyone is good and feeling awake and ready to do a little bit of connecting with your family in your space. If you're new to family yoga, then welcome. Great time to start. We will work on stuff we've been doing, but I will explain the purpose of some of the things we're doing and how you can bring it into your day-to-day lives. And if you've done stuff with me before, then we're going to build on stuff that we've been doing a bit further. So you've already got a bit of a head start with it. So if you're got a few of you in your family starting, then bring your mats into like a little circle so you can see each other, or of course next to each other if that works. Have a towel, have a cushion, have a block available because that can be useful. And then come to sit on your mats or on your block or cushion. Really ground your seat bones. So wiggle your sitting bones down and really feel them planting down. And then take a few circles of your shoulders around, backwards, and then bring them forwards. And then we're going to rise them up to the ears. And we're going to let them drop. And really feel that space. As we rise, we breathe in. So breathe in through your nose. And as we drop our shoulders, we breathe out through our mouths. That feels good, doesn't it? Let's do that 3 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. 1 more for luck. Nice. Let's take some big half rainbows with our arms. And again, as we lift, we breathe in. And as we bring them down, we breathe out. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you do this, see the colours of the rainbow painted in the walls. And breathe out. 1 more. Really stretch those arms. Breathe out. Good. Now if you remember this time we get to sit on our seat bones and we ground them. And we use our bellies to keep us lifted. And we're going to flick our imaginary water off our hands and feet. So we'll do it for 10 seconds, then 5 seconds, and then we'll do it for 2 seconds. So here you want to get really grounded in your bottoms, in your seat. You want to squeeze your belly in because you're going to also use your belly here. And you can lift your feet as high or as low as you wish. And you imagine you're flicking water onto your families in the room to wake our hands and feet up, okay? Are we ready? Are we steady? Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Good. Turn another part of your room. Flick the water on someone else, but you have to stay on your own mats. That's the important part here, okay? We're going to go for 5, so a little bit faster with our hands and feet. Ready? Steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now 1 more time for 2. Are you ready? Are you steady? 1, 2. Good. A bit more energy into our feet and our hands now. So if you were here before, we are going to do our lion's breath. So that's a big breath through our nose, closing everything off, including our lion pause. And then you breathe out, open your pores, open your mouth, and do a big roar. And the key is to really open those pores, open those mouths, open those eyes, stick your tongue out, but not too close to anyone in your family, and really get that breath big, okay? We're going to do it 4 times. And each time, you can look at someone else in the family if there's more than one person. Otherwise, you can look at the same person or just look straight ahead, okay? So get your lion pause, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, Breathe out. How silly can you look? Can you look as silly as me? Let's try again. Breathe in. And out. See if you can be a big scary lion. 2 more. Breathe out. And 1 more for luck. Take it really long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shake those lion paws. Well done. So that's a really cool breath to start your day with. You can even do it looking in front of the mirror because it really wakes you up and opens your mouth and face and teeth and tongue and gets you prepared for the day. Let's start moving our bodies now. So we've got our breath under a little bit more control and a little bit of understanding of how to breathe. Let's bring our hands under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. And let's actually start here by just tucking the toes under and just patting them. So we're opening the soles of our feet. If you find that a bit uncomfortable, you can do it with your toes rested on the mat. And here we want to start to lift our bellies. So we're bringing our belly button back to our spine, so it's really strong in our bellies. And we spread our hands wide, so just check your hands are really pressed on your mat. And then we stop patting our feet and we take a big breath in to lift our heart and chest. And a big breath out to round and press our shoulder blades up to the ceiling. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, or breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's take 3 more like that. Really feel your spine and back start to open. Keep your belly lifted. Breathe out. Take 1 more. Nice. Breathe out. Now a little added one. So if you've been with me the last couple of sessions, we haven't done this. This is really going to strengthen your belly, okay? So we have to tuck our toes under here. We press into our hands and we see if we can lift our knees. And we try just for 1 second, and then we can stop if it's too much. Maybe you can lift for 2 seconds, pressing into your hand, and then you can stop. Okay, let's try that maybe for 1 more second. Imagine there's a water glass on your back, so you have to be really steady, and you look down towards your mat, and you lift up. See if you can hold, and then lower. This can be your challenge for the week. 1 more time, lifting. See if your belly is really strong, and then lower. Good stuff, guys. Flatten your feet and bring your toes together and come into your rock. So our rock is our safe spot where we stretch our fingers. We can wiggle our body side to side, and this is a great stretch for our back muscles. So really feel yourselves rocking. If you want, you can bring your hands beside you with your hands facing up and rock side to side. And if this is hurting your knees, you can fold your mat or you can bring your cushions under your knees. And take a few rocks side to side, stretch your back. And then bring your arms forward if they're not. And let's slide to our cobras. So cobra gets to open our chest. So we go, we slither forward and then we lift our chest into our cobras. And then we slither all the way back into our rock. And breathe out. So we breathe in. We slither forward, hands can be far forward, or you can be on your forearms if it hurts your back. And then we press our hands and we slither back. Take 2 more like that. Breathe in. Slither. Open your heart and chest. Feel your shoulders down away from your ears. And then slither back into your rocks. 1 more, and you can come off your mat this time and slither around your room if that feels good. And then slither back here into your rocks. Awesome. Who remembers our dog? Our dog lifts its tails, bends its knees, flattens its palms, and walks out. Ooh, here you get to stretch the backs of your legs and the back of your body. You relax your head. You check your hands are about shoulder distance and your feet are about hip distance, and you can bend your knees as much as you need. And then let's start wagging our doggy tails side to side, and you get to stretch all the way down your side body. So this is really good if you're stiff in your back and need to stretch those muscles. Take another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in your dog, a breath out. And before we come into our swinging tree, we're going to step our right foot forward and pop onto our left knee. You can always pad your knee up if it hurts, so bring the cushion. And then we lift our fingertips high and we stay here for one breath. And we feel a stretch into our left hip here. Take another breath. And this is our low lunge, and it's really good to open our hips. And then bring our hands down, come back to your dog. See if you can swing your leg back in one motion, back to your dog, relaxing the back of your neck. Take a breath here, a breath out. And then step your other leg forward, drop gently onto your knee, and lift those arms up for 2 breaths. Find a focus ahead of you so you're still. And then bring your hands down, step back to your dog, take a breath in, a breath out. And then we're going to walk our hands back to our back of our mats, to our feet. Bend your knees as much as you need. Swing your branches nice and gently, like the wind isn't too strong, it's just a little bit strong. And soon it's going to get stronger, which is going to lift our branches up really high and test our balance. So start to swing. It gets a little bit stronger, the wind. And then before you know it, you start to lift those branches all the way up, and you see if you can balance on your tippy toes. Who's balancing there? Who's got their focus ahead? And then it starts to fall, and it starts to rock side to side, our branches, and then we lift up. Who's balancing really high in the sky? Who's got their branches super high? And then it starts to drop. Do one more. Let's see your branches lift high in the sky. Who's really, really tall? Who's stretching? Who's focused? Who's balanced? Who's using their belly muscles? And then down to the earth. Let the branches swing. Let the fingers be soft. And then bring your hands onto your hips and slowly start to lift up. Use your belly. Use your core. That's your center of your body. Find yourself standing tall. And we're going to try our aeroplane pose. So if you've been here before, you might remember that with our aeroplane, we step forward onto our mats. We slowly start to bring the weight forward. We find our focus ahead, and we see if we can lift our back leg just a little bit. And if you can, you bring your prayer together and you lift it a little bit more. You squeeze your belly in and you really stretch the leg so it's all strong, and you really feel the core really strong. And if you've caught yourself in your balancing, you might want to open those aeroplane wings. You might want to stretch them forward. Perhaps you can reach someone in your family, you can reach towards them, or you can find their fingertips. See if you can take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And as you exit, you want to be really slow and steady. And come back. Oh, well done. How did you get on? That can be something you practice in the week. See if you can breathe there a little bit longer. Let's try the other side. So bring the other foot forward. Print it into the mat like you're printing it onto the sand. Start to slowly lift up. See if you can get your body in a straight long line this time. If you fall, it really doesn't matter. You just come back in. You can maybe open your wings. Maybe you can reach forward to someone in your family. Let's take 2 more breaths. 1 more. Slowly come back out. Shake your hands. Shake your feet. How did you get on? I hope you all found some balance. Let's come and sit back down. And before we do our breathing, we're going to do another lovely stretch, our butterfly shape. So our butterfly has butterfly wings that flap like this. So let's see everyone's flapping butterfly wings with your feet together and your butterfly wings going flutter, 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 flutter. And then we're going to start to lift up, breathe in, and then we reach down. And if it's too strong and hurts your hips, you can bring your feet forward and you can just let the body flatten. And you take 5 deep breaths. Feel the hips and the back start to open. Feel yourself calming down as you really restore onto your mats. Take another 3 deep breaths. 2 more. 1 more. And then inhale your way all the way up to your seat. Take a few rolls of your shoulders. Really lovely stuff, everyone. And then our final breath, you might remember this if you've been here before, is to get together as a family and go back to back. So find yourselves on someone's mat. Find yourselves all together with your backs facing each other. And once you're there, I'd like you to start rolling your shoulders back and forward and start to feel each other's backs. So you're really pressing up against each other and you're feeling each other's backs and you're feeling all the muscles connected. And this is a quiet breathing exercise. And this is one to see if you can sync, which means come together with your breath and do it at the exact same time. So in a minute, we're going to try and do 5 breaths, just 5 together, which means you're breathing in together and breathing out together. So start to close your eyes and start to feel each other breathing. Start to feel the rise and fall of the shoulders. Start to feel the body pressing against each other. And this is a quiet exercise, one where you're just listening to each other breathe. And when you think you are together, I'd like you to count in your head 5 breaths to do all together. So have a go. And if you've got 5 or even less, that's absolutely perfect. You can challenge yourself as a family through the week to do a little bit more and to see if you can extend that to 10 to 15 breaths. Give yourself a certain time of the day when you come together and you breathe together and see how you find that and see if you're really going to get more connected as a family. Now I'd like you to bring your prayer together. I'd like you to give yourself a wish, one wish that you would like. That's going to be our final little thought for the day, a wish that you want or would love, and just imagine that wish, imagine that thought. Take that beautiful wish into your heart. You don't need to tell anyone, it's just one for you. And then breathe out. Keep that wish with you, keep it in your heart space. And we finish our practice by saying namaste and thanking everyone for joining this morning and thanking you for coming. And if you want, you can give your family a hug, or you can give yourself a hug, which is always really, really, really nice. And I thank you for coming and joining, and I hope you had a nice, short but sweet practice with myself, Kelly. We have done some breathing, such as the lion's breath. We worked through some shapes, rock and cobra and dog and swinging tree and the butterfly and aeroplane. So we've done quite a few different shapes that you can work on. And I'll hang out for a few minutes, so if there's any questions, comments, requests, please feel free to say something in the comments. Otherwise, happy Thursday and enjoy your day ahead. Hopefully a calmer day with a few more nice things to work on through the week. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Keep me posted on anything you want to work on, and otherwise, happy Thursday. Namaste, lots of love, see you.